Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you're new. I'm Cheryl, this tale full of joy. And friends, how many of you remember salmon patties from way back in the day? I've been watching a lot of Anna from Cooking the Books. I love her channel. She does a lot of classic old recipes from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, all the way up. She does all kinds of things. She has an incredible collection of cookbooks. But she did some salmon patties a couple of nights ago, and my hubby said he wants salmon. So I got some salmon, but I'm trying something new. I've seen this Safe Catch salmon before in these pouches. I love tuna in pouches. So we're gonna try this salmon in pouches and see how this works for making some salmon patties. Got my pan over here. We're gonna put a little butter on olive oil in there and get the salmon patties cooked up, keeping everything really simple tonight. I have some mashed potatoes that are pretty much done. I just need to mash those over there. And then I just have a bag salad in the fridge, and that's what we're gonna have tonight. So I'm gonna drain these because they have a little bit of liquid and I don't want that liquid in those salmon patties. I don't want them to be too wet. So let me drain these real quick and we'll get them made. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these pouches of this salmon right here in our bowl. Missed a little bit of liquid, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Grab a fork. I actually really like this salmon. It looks like really nice salmon. My dogs all smell it, so they are all gathered around looking to see if I'm gonna drop something on the floor. We'll see how many patties we can make. I'm gonna go ahead and season them up. I'm not putting any egg in this. I'm gonna use mayonnaise as my binder in these. My grandmother used to use saltine crackers. I do not have any saltine crackers right now. So I'm gonna use some panko as my breading, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Sometimes these mayonnaise bottles, trying to get a little bit of mayonnaise out is a real pain, but okay, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put in a little bit of garlic. I'm just gonna use my Pampered Chef garlic. I don't have any fresh lemon. I used it all a couple of nights ago and I should have gotten another lemon knowing that I was going to make these. We're going to use some dill. I love dill in with any kind of fish, salmon, tuna, halibut. I just think that dill is a real classic flavor. I'm going to put a little bit of caramelized onion butter. This is a newer seasoning. My grandmother did not use this, but I love it. So we're going to put that in there. And also, since I don't have any fresh lemon, we're going to use some lemon pepper. Hubby and I both love lemon pepper. This will give us that classic lemon flavor. So we're going to mix these up, see if we need to add a little bit more mayonnaise to these before I put in the panko. And I think I will put just a little bit more mayonnaise in this. I think that should be good. I normally would put in some lemon zest along with the lemon juice, but I am going to put in some fresh green onion. I have some green onion in my fridge from something else, so we're going to go ahead and put that in there just to give us a little bit of fresh. You kind of want an element of freshness in stuff like this, so we're just going to use the green onion for that. All of my seasonings have just a little bit of salt in them, so I don't need to add any salt to this. I'm just doing my regular mashed potato recipe that I always do with cream cheese, butter, a little bit of heavy cream. Not sure if I'm going to put cheese in them. I might put a little bit of cheese in them, make more of a cheesy mashed potato, but we'll see what happens. Right now I just want to get these salmon patties made. All right, let's go ahead and put some panko in here. I love panko. It just makes everything so crispy. So let's get this mixed. You want to have enough panko in these so that they hold together. You want them to hold their shape. All right, there's just a tiny bit left in here. I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I don't want to put a tablespoon of panko back in my cupboard. All right, let's go ahead and get our patties shaped. I'm gonna use my cutting mat. I'm just gonna use a tablespoon, just a regular little tablespoon, to scoop out some, and then I'm gonna shape them. Shape them about like that. I think that's a good size. Probably gives you 2 or 3 as a serving. Is gonna be plenty, I think. You don't want these super wet, but you also don't want them really dry, otherwise they'll fall apart in the pan. But I think we have a good texture on these. All right, let's go over and get our pan, get some butter and oil in there and get it hot. All right, got our olive oil and our butter. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these salmon patties in here. And just like that, we're gonna let these cook until they're nice and golden brown on both sides. All right, we're gonna go ahead and flip these. You can see they're getting nice golden brown. That's what we're looking for. Good color. All right, friends, there's our salmon patties. I just did my mashed potatoes that I do, just like I said, cream cheese, butter, and a little bit of heavy cream and some seasonings. And then we just have a really simple bag salad. This is one of our favorites. This is the Sesame Crunch. And that is going to be dinner tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our next recipe. And friends, I've got a fun and exciting recipe for you guys today. Hubby is out working in the cold. We've only been in about the 40s today. The lowest has been in the teens. It's been super cold here lately, but he is out helping some friends from church today, out in the cold. I want to have a hot and delicious rib sticking meal ready for him when he gets home this evening. So I'm going to make a recipe that he asked me to make a while ago, and then life got busy. Didn't get it done, but I'm doing it tonight. So he's going to be excited. My husband loves chicken pot pie, but we found a chicken pot pie pasta bake that looks incredible, and he was super excited about it. So we're gonna make that tonight for him for dinner. I've got my chicken started back here on the stove. I've got some water on to boil for some egg noodles that we're gonna put in this. I've got some peas and carrots. I'm also gonna make a fun little recipe with some crescent rolls for some bread to go with our pasta. Usually pot pie has crust on it, so instead of having crust, we're gonna have some delicious crescent rolls on the side. I'm gonna do something super fun with those, so we'll do those in a little bit. But let's get our stuff going. I did go ahead, you guys didn't need to see me do this, but I went ahead and chopped up some celery and some onion. We're gonna add that to our chicken. Once we get it browned and get it somewhat done, then we will go ahead and add our celery and our onion to it. I did go ahead and chop up the leaves from the stalks of celery. I like the leaves off the stalks of celery. If you don't use them, I highly recommend that you do. They have a lot of flavor. There's a lot of flavor in those little leaves, and I don't like wasting those. So I'm gonna get my pan over here hot. We're gonna get our chicken cooked. We're gonna get our pasta cooked. It's gonna go together super quick, super easy. You can do this in probably 15 minutes or less, and then it just goes in the oven and you can go do something else. I've got things going on around. I've got dishes to do. We did a live earlier today. If you guys missed that, I'll leave a link in the description. we made these delicious strawberry biscuits. They are incredible. So I'll leave the link in the description box for those if you want to check them out. They're super good. You'll want to make them. So I'm going to get my chicken cooking and we'll come back and put this casserole together. All right, we're getting some beautiful color on our chicken. Turn my heat down just a little bit. I'm going to go and put in my carrot or my celery and my onions. I just seasoned this with a little bit of that caramelized onion butter, the Kinder's, which is my favorite, but I'm going to put a little more in. We want to season every layer. So now that we've added our veggies in, we're going to put a little more of this in here. And now we're just going to let these veggies sweat. I want to let those onions get nice and tender, super, super soft. And let that chicken finish cooking, and then we're gonna assemble this. It goes together super, super fast. All right, friends, our chicken, our celery and onions are done. Our pasta is ready to go. Let's get this assembled. So I've got my pan. I'm gonna wait to put my noodles in until I get my sauces in there. Or I should say soup, not sauces. So we need 1 can of cream of chicken and 1 can of cream of mushroom. And I wish both of these had the pop tops on them, but they don't. All right, let's get this cream of chicken. I'm excited to try this. As I said, my husband loves chicken pot pie. And when he saw this recipe, he said, this looks really, really tasty, and asked me if I would make this for him. And I was going to do it. And then he decided he wanted the smothered burritos that night instead. So we did those. And tonight I'm going to surprise him with this one. And I think he's going to be pleasantly surprised when he gets home. I'm following the recipe loosely. I have a few things that I'm going to add to it that are not in the recipe, but I will leave those in the description box for you guys if you want to do it the way that I'm doing it. But as I said, this is super easy. It goes together really quick. Not a lot of ingredients, not a lot of hard things to do. So I'm gonna go and put in some of the noodles. Not sure how many of these noodles I'm gonna need. We might end up using all of them, but we'll see. I'm gonna grab, I need a spatula to toss this together. I've got some peas and carrots here that I'm going to put in. I'm not going to go super heavy with this because, as you guys know, I am not a pea fan. So when we eat this, I will be picking out the peas and giving them to my husband because I do not like peas, but he does. And peas and carrots are traditional in a pot pie, so I will put them in just for him. All right. Give this a toss. I probably should have put this in a bowl and tossed it and then tossed it in here, but you don't think about those things. I just wasn't thinking, but it's gonna be fine. All right, so we're gonna give this a good toss. I'm gonna add a couple more things to this, and then this is gonna be ready for the oven. And you can see how quick and easy this goes together. Super, super tasty. We got lots of great flavor from the chicken and the onions and the celery that cooked together. Those gave some good flavor to the pan. And we just dumped those juices right in here because we don't want to waste any of that delicious flavor that's down there. So this is supposed to be kind of creamy. So we're gonna add some half and half to this. I don't have half and half, I have heavy cream. So we're gonna put some heavy cream in here. The other thing that I'm gonna add to this that is not in the recipe is I'm gonna add some of this Gruyere cheese. We're gonna put a little of this in here because hubby and I do love cheese. So we are gonna put some cheese in here. I'm gonna save some of this because we are gonna do something with crescent rolls with that cheese, and I need to have a little bit of that for this. So I'm telling you, friends, this already looks super tasty, and I haven't even cooked it yet. So basically your chicken is fully cooked, your pasta is fully cooked, your veggies are fully cooked with the exception of the carrots and peas. So basically you're just heating this through. You're just putting this in the oven, letting this come to temperature, letting that cheese melt, letting everything heat up together. Come together. You can see we've got some beautiful color down here in the bottom, and I want to get all that up here because that is pure flavor. All right, just like that, this is going to go in the oven. It's going to bake at 350 for roughly 30 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, and we'll come back and dish this up, and it's going to be delicious. I've got a roll of crescent rolls. We're going to turn these into cheesy crescent rolls with our leftover cheese that we put in our chicken pot pie casserole. That's getting ready to go in the oven. Let's get these with some cheese in them and get them rolled up. All right, so I have my pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do these right on this tray so I don't lose any of my cheese. Hubby just called. He's on his way home. So we're gonna get these done really quick, because he's gonna jump in the shower, and by the time he gets out of the shower, this should be done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unroll this. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and separate them. And I'm just gonna put a little pile of cheese right here on this end, and then we're gonna roll them. And that's how easy these are gonna go together. Super easy. Just a little something different than your basic crescent roll. And I will probably brush these with a little bit of garlic butter just to give them a little more flavor. But that's how easy these are. You can dress up crescent rolls so many different ways. You don't have to just unroll them and put them on a cookie tray. You can do something super fun with them. Give your family a little bit of a treat, a little bit of a surprise when they bite into these, having no idea that you put some delicious cheese inside these. Crescent rolls are done. Pasta's going in the oven. We'll see you when it's done. All right, friends, I just pulled our crescent rolls out. You can see how cheesy these are. Look at that cheese in there. So good. We'll let these cool for a couple minutes. I put my casserole back in the oven for just another minute or two because I put the cheese on top. I'm gonna toss this is a spiced apple salad that I told you guys I got on clearance. We're gonna have that with our dinner. Dinner's almost ready. All right, friends, our casserole's out of the oven. It smells and looks delicious. We're gonna get this scooped up. You can see all of this cheese right here. It looks amazing. Hubby is gonna be so excited.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I imagine he's just driving like a jackass and getting away.
After working out all day in the cold, he's gonna be excited to eat that. Him a couple of crescent rolls that have that delicious cheese inside. Friends, this is gonna be a hearty dinner fit for a cold winter night. We're gonna go enjoy this. All right, friends, we had 2 delicious recipes this last week, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching those. Salmon cakes and the chicken pot pie pasta. I realized I forgot to end this video out last Saturday night when I did the pasta. I was tired. Hubby got home. I did a live on Saturday, plus I made dinner. I was just exhausted and I was ready to sit down, and I forgot to finish this video out. So quick little update. The pasta, my husband loved it. You definitely need to make that if you have a pot pie fan in your house. That is such a good twist on a pot pie without the dough. Doing the pasta with it is incredible. My husband said he will definitely be eating that again. He really enjoyed it. We had the leftovers for lunch yesterday after church and it was incredible. So friends, definitely make that. I'll leave a link in the description box for the recipe that I used, as well as salmon cakes are pretty simple. It really is just what you enjoy eating with salmon. I keep it pretty simple, and they were delicious with mashed potatoes. Definitely brought back a lot of memories from childhood meals. So I highly recommend making those. So friends, I just appreciate each one of you. Your time means so much to me. I just love that we get to share this community together and that you come and spend time with me in my kitchen. If you guys have not yet, please hit that subscribe button up there. I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. And friends, we'll talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day and God bless.